Peacock O'Clock time. We are back with our missionaries for video 2. This one is, what is a mission? How do you become a missionary?
Well, it starts with a desire. And then you're able to go and meet with your bishop and talk to him about this process that you can begin with an application and being able to talk to some doctors to just see if you're physically able and how your mental state is, just to make sure that you're good to go to work 7 days a week for the next 2 years or a year and a half.
Because you're working.
Yes.
Not always physical labor, but you are walking or riding a bike. You're not always in a car.
We're
Depending
not in a
on
car right now.
Yeah, depending on where you're at, that's not a luxury everybody has.
Nope. Then there's also worthiness interviews that you would go through, because as a representative of Jesus Christ, we need to be living those standards and the commandments that He has given us. And so you have the opportunity to meet with the stake president, who's a leader over a certain geographical area, and talk with him. And he is the one that determines whether you're worthy to go and to represent the church.
You should be living what you're teaching.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Why are there always at least 2 missionaries together?
Good question. We get that question a lot. But there's a reason why there's always 2 of us is because, first, for safety reasons. If one of us is walking down the street, something's more likely to happen. But if there's 2 of us, we can back each other up. And that goes the same with testimony-wise. Because it's out of the mouth of 2 witnesses that it's true. And so, as we bear our testimonies of the things that we have come to learn, it builds a better, sturdy foundation for people to trust us.
Than just on one. Now, you are always together, though, too, right?
Yes.
Right.
24/7.
24/7.
We are to be within sight and sound of each other. So, always together.
That probably took some getting used to, I'm sure.
Yes.
And then when you leave your mission, it will be some getting used to to not have someone there all the time.
And it's a really crazy though. It's because not only are you just with someone all the time, but you don't get to pick who that person is. Our mission president receives inspiration to know who you are to be with for a period of time. It changes. In our mission, it's 6 weeks. That is called a transfer. And so you're just put together with someone that you may not have known at all before. And so you get to learn cooperation and things like that with someone that was a total stranger. And now you're spending 24/7 with them.
Strangers.
And sometimes you end being really good friends, and sometimes you still maybe don't get along.
Sometimes
but
you're still strangers.
Right. The process is to learn to kind of work with any type of personality of a person you're given, which is super beneficial for the workforce.
Yeah.
When you get to working
Yeah.
and talking to anybody.
And marriage.
And marriage.
You find out who you want to marry and who you're compatible with, or who...
What personalities don't really work well.
Yeah.
What clashes.
Yes.
And it does. It gives you that... it's good to know independence, but when you do get married, that's definitely... You are with somebody. Not 24/7, but...
Pretty close
This
to
is a good, this is a good place to learn. Do you always stay in the same city that you're in? Right now we're in Salem, Oregon. You're not always in Salem, Oregon though, right?
Nope. And so each mission has different boundaries, and within that mission are separate little areas that cover a certain amount of either people or a geographical area. So right now me and Sister Runsu, we're in Salem, and we cover a part of Salem, but our mission goes all the way from Vernonia all the way down to Burns. And so we have the potential to be anywhere in that area.
But with a different companion.
Yeah, with a different companion. Mm-hmm.
Once you are felt you need to go somewhere else or be somewhere else.
Yeah. So like those transfers that we talked about, that period of time, is also called transfers because like we could be moved to wherever it is. And so, yeah.
So how long have you been in Salem, Oregon, Sister runs through? Like in the area you are right now?
Oh, okay. Because Salem has different areas.
Right, that's why I was like,
so,
wait a minute.
Yeah. In West Salem, where we're at now, I've been here since July. So, I don't know how many months is that?
About five?
Yeah.
About 5 months?
Mm-hmm.
And how long have you been here?
I've been here since October.
Yeah.
It's about 2 months?
The end of? Yeah, 2 months sounds right.
About 2 months?
2 months,
Yeah.
And just because Sister runs through is been here longer doesn't necessarily mean you would leave first.
Nope.
Even.
No.
So sometimes the one who's been here the shortest could leave first.
Mm-hmm.
Just is inspired of where you need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which we know Sister Everett will be leaving. So
Yes.
Sister runs through will still stick it out here with us a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you get help or guidance throughout your mission?
Help. We do get help and guidance. So our first means support is from our Heavenly Father.
Mm-hmm.
We say lots of prayers to help our spiritual side be supported. But we also meet with our mission president, the man who is in charge of all of us missionaries. He meets with us once every 6 weeks, and we get personalized interviews, and we get support from our families.
Through emails.
Through emails, yes, through emails.
Through emails, because that is something we'll talk a little bit more on in video 3. But you get only a few phone calls throughout your mission, and you can email once a week to families, friends, those types of things.
Mm-hmm.
And along with those personal interviews and your companion, those around you being support, we have trainings that we go to that just help us to better learn the doctrine that we teach and kind of like people skills, just like how to talk to people. And so we have like a big conference every 6 weeks, so within that transfer period. And we also have weekly councils with the missionaries in like your general area that we call districts.
And so what happens when you first go on your mission? Where do you go?
So, depending on where you're going, if you're going like out of state, out of country, I meant, there's these things called the Missionary Training Centers, or MTC. And so that's where we go to learn how to become a missionary, to learn the rules, and to learn the things that we're going to be teaching. And depending on where we go on our missions is where the MTC is. Because there's one like in Brazil, there's one in Guam, and there's one in Utah, Salt Lake City.
Provo, yeah. And that's the main one.
Yeah.
Most people know of that one, but there are a few. You're right. Is it free to go on a mission?
No.
It's not.
No.
In fact, we pay our way through the mission. There is an Equalized Missionary Support Fund to help those that may not be financially able to pay for the whole mission. There's also like payments that you can make throughout the mission, like you could do it month by month. But it is a volunteer thing that we take this time to.
They don't pay for you to go.
No.
And no matter where you go, they try to make the payment about the same
Yes.
so that it is fair,
Yeah.
since you don't choose where you're going.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, there are 421 missions
Around
over the world. Yeah.
Wow. And then, so how many missionaries are there?
There are 67,049
Wow. Which will
full-time missionaries.
go on and off. The numbers will change here and there. But That is amazing. Is there anything else you would like to add about what is a mission?
Well, just another thing about it's an opportunity to serve in whatever capacity you can, and that there are missionary opportunities for those that maybe are not physically or mentally able to leave their home, that they can do service missions in their area. There's actually 36,172 church service missionaries serving around the world, just as either like family history consultants or temple helpers, and whatever capacity that you can.
So even if you can't physically move or health reasons, you can still serve. It's wonderful. Now, let's see, Sister Everett, what is the main thing a missionary does? We'll end with that.
The main thing a missionary does, they find, teach, and baptize converts. And
Nice.
So that's our purpose.
And that's our next video will be the standards and schedules, and then our last one will be about all the lessons that you, kind of a summarized version that we teach. Well, thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.